Hello. In today's video, we are doing the daily guidance from your angels, oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Interesting that I look at this deck. I've never noticed this before, but this sort of has curled under. Naughty printers. I got this deck back in probably 2006. It is an old Hay House deck. You will get the thumbs inside, the books obviously. Let's run through it. If you pick up this deck, just be careful that just be mindful that you buy it from a reputable seller, simply because there are plenty of fake decks floating around in the market and you won't get the guidebook most possibly with these fake sellers. So just be mindful about this. It says here USA $15.95, Canada $18.95. This go back to 2006. We've got to take inflation into account here, so I'm sure the prices have changed, but I don't think that you can get these decks anymore. But I wanted to show them as part of my collection as I go through all my decks. These oracle cards with accompanying guidebook by Doreen Virtue provide messages and reminders of your guardian angel's steady and loving presence. Each day, your angels will give you the perfect card to answer your questions, set positive intentions, help you heal, and manifest what you desire. After you pull a card, you might wish to keep it near you to remind you of your angel's guidance. Marius Michael George cover illustrations. So that is it. The guidebook is pretty standard. You can sort of see with much of my use there, the silver's sort of come off, but you know, you never have any issues with any of the Hay House books. I've never had a Hay House book break yet, you know, and I'm pulling them always apart. With this deck, you do get the little paragraph there that's on the card itself, and you get the additional meaning. It has got the alphabet there. There is no, obviously no spreads in here, but what there is how to use the cards, how to consecrate the cards, shuffling the cards, asking questions, choosing your cards. Oh, there is spreads, 3 cards spread. So if you were holding a deck, or if you wanted to have a prayer for any deck now that you may wish to be using, you can say, I ask that all my readings with these cards be accurate, specific, and bring blessings to everyone involved. Angels, please help me to stay centered in my higher self so that I may clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine messages that you impart through me and these cards. Please give me the confidence to understand, trust, and follow through with your messages. So you can use that prayer for any card deck that you have. So obviously the book fits in there just like any Hay House deck. So I wanted to show you the cards. I did go on tonight, I did use these cards to see, you know, like, because I haven't used them in forever, you know, like I'm trying to learn a bit more about tarot, and I'm just trying to declutter, and I thought that this channel going through my decks would help me declutter, but now they're making me want to keep them and buy more, so it's not working. And you know, and I'm connecting with others and looking at what people are doing, and my mind's just, so I'm going to just take a step back from watching people. But so this is the reverse of the deck here. This is the actual abundance card that you'll see popping up in a moment. This card here, and we've also got the gold, and you can see the gold's all chipped off. And I'm sure there was a big social media uproar about them removing this for environmental reasons. And now that I see that a lot of gold and silver deckings are all coming back, and I'm sure that trend's going to change again. So it's interesting how things come and go. So you can see the card itself. The picture is a computerized picture. There is a border here with the wording down the bottom, so you can freeze if you wish to focus on any. Now I got this card for myself, and I found it quite interesting actually, because focusing on service, your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continually feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving in every situation that you do. And that's definitely where I'm sort of at, you know, that's entirely where I'm at. So I don't charge for my services. I just get on TikTok. I haven't charged for like 3 years now for my services, because I just give. So, and it's a joy to give that. So then we have joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. Blessing in disguise, and you can see the artwork here. Play. I did get this play on one of the readings that I did, and I got no more. It was just basically, you know, what was in there. Don't worry, be happy, take time out, release and surrender. This type of artistry is in a lot of decks. You know, and Diana Cooper reminds me of release and surrender. So we've got the beautiful purples, pinks, greens, wedding. Go for it. So I'll put this aside for a minute. Law of attraction. Cleanse and detoxify. So these cards are the type that, you know, they're for a daily card, basically. Acceptance. Now, this was the first card, and as I said, I haven't used this deck for years, and I try and hop on. I try and do a reading or readings, so it allows me to jump back in, see how the deck works, see how everything's going. And when this popped up, it was about get up and go. And I said, oh, this is about, you know, going to the gym, getting up and exercising, and, you know, like, and obviously acceptance there as well, you know, like see yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love. And it was quite interesting. She goes, yes, because when I go up to the gym, it's dark outside. So it's quite interesting that that came up in the picture there, fresh air. So this is a real take care of yourself deck, you know, Cupid. Steady progress. I will do a video of all of Doreen's cards. I will put a link up at the end when I finally get them all done, and hopefully then you can enjoy them all where I do them a lot quicker. Now this came up in a reading, the soul of the brother stepped forward, because I said to her, oh, this is interesting. I said, this is about daydreaming and, you know, taking time out. I said, but I feel like the Spirit's coming through. There's the angel wings there, because I'm hearing we won't stop believing in you, and the feeling of we won't felt like it was coming from spirits, you know, your guides. And I, you know, the message was you can do anything. And she goes, oh my goodness, I'm just starting a small business. And I heard snap and get me out of here. And you know, like, so her brother was killed in a car accident and he was stuck in the car. So, but it did come up that he kept his money and he wished that he'd spent his money, you know, like, so it's just beautiful. It was a beautiful connection and reading there. But it's just a reminder here, you know, like if you wish to listen to Spirit, you know, it says here you'll more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seed of creativity. So it's just beautiful. Lovely message, lovely connection. Changing direction, the little bubba, child. Ground yourself. The ocean. This came up in a reading. Reward yourself. This also came up in a reading as well. Shower of abundance. This came up in a reading. It was about smiling. And I said, oh gosh, I feel like there's been a crash. She goes, yes, I did crash. So it's sort of like the angels surround them. Creative project. See any love. Relationship. Let your past go. Which is really about, this came up about a relationship reading, getting them back on track, you know, it was about doing new things and becoming closer together. Life purpose. Notice the signs. Time to go. There's a lot of purples and pinks in this deck. And greens. Giving and receiving. The kangaroo there. There's koalas in this deck. I think Doreen got this, or maybe the artist was Australian, because I know that Doreen would do a session out here in Australia. Have confidence. Family. Maybe she enjoyed that while she was here. Maybe she wanted to have some Australian. This looks very different to the other cards. Perfect timing. Listen. I love cards that have the glow of the sun on them. There's one in here that I love so much. What do you desire? That came up in the relationship reading about, you know, with what's going to make you happy. Trustworthy guidance, innocence, heart chakra, energy work. That was all about reminding someone to rest. See here, we got the koalas there. Opportunity to forgive. Entrepreneur. Ask. Be honest with yourself. There's nothing to worry about. Sometimes we need to hear this, but from somebody else, not ourselves. So let's pull the card. Let's see what we get. Let me read it from the booklet here. If you've got this deck, let me know. If you bought this deck and it hasn't come with the guidebook, let me know. It'd be really interested to see whether, you know, you didn't realise you had a fake deck. So let's pull the card. Angels, what do we need to know? Creative project. Your soul longs to express itself. It's in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion towards your life. So let's get the booklet out. Let's read the booklet for this card. It'll give you an idea of the quality of this deck back in the day. Doreen, she was one of the first ones really to push forward angel cards in this. I think she introduced me to them anyway. Creative project. This card says that you need more avenues for creative expression. The angels are guiding you to look for outlets at home and work, write, play music, make crafts, paint, sew or redecorate. It doesn't matter whether your artistry is market ready. What's important is that you allow your inner artistry to enjoy freedom of expression. Additional meanings, working on a meaningful project that you've been procrastinating about. Enroll in a creative class such as photography or dance. Your life purpose and a meaningful career will come to you through creative ways that are unimaginable right now. So don't worry about how or what your life purpose is. Just follow the path before you. Beautiful. So I hope that you enjoy these cards, these messages. I hope that you enjoy this message today and it finds you well. Don't forget to please like and subscribe until we see each other once more as I go through my decks.